We screwed up. Bad.
Yeah, our final question yesterday was to pick our favorite LAPC champion.
And I mean, we said at the time, oh, we didn't pick Phil Ivey. That was kind of silly.
Yeah, we kind of went a different direction. Well,
I mean, I know he's a big fan and I know he watches the show, but who knew he would come storming down here to confront us about not picking him?
yeah, as soon as he saw the show, he came down, registered for the event, took his seat, and went in to take photos and stuff, and he just glared at me.
He turned around when I spoke and I ran away.
Yeah, so all my photos were telephoto shots and stuff, but...
So it's mea culpa, Phil. Our bad, Phil, with Jess and BJ.
Now to cheer him up, here's a little
Hey, we'll be these
pick-me-up.
guys for you. Ivy.
We've been at more Phil Ivey tournaments than they have.
I'll make one of these buttons if that's what it takes. I have one of a new kid on the block. I'll just put Phil's face over it.
Yeah,
Bring
you
it
should
in.
do something to cover that up. That's not something you should admit to.
There are a few people cooler in life than Jordan Knight, but Phil Ivey is one of them. Phil Ivey's here, if you haven't gotten that memo.
Yes, he
I think
is.
far and away the biggest story of the first day of the LA Poker Classic was
And an unexpected story.
that Phil Ivey came in about a level into play with Eric Lindgren, Carlos Mortensen, and the three of them registered, took their seat, and everybody kind of just watched Phil for a while.
Yeah.
But amazingly, Phil kind of did something a little stealthy at the end of the day. He went from sitting on about the starting stack of 30,000 chips to end the day 5th in chips with 116,000 and kind of slipped under our radar, not gonna lie.
Yeah, won a big pot with 8-4 and then flopped the set against aces, got it all in after the flop, and that catapulted up to about 116,000.
this?
I have good sources after the fact.
Ah, gotcha. All right, well, yeah, so Phil had a huge day. Not the biggest day of anybody, but 5th in chips out of 373 survivors from the field of 523 we got yesterday.
The over-under was 633. We did both take the under, so we got
total field size, we said 633, so barring a tour bus pulling up in the next 30 minutes, I think we're good.
Looks like we got that one.
We're currently at 536 players in the field with registration open about 30 more minutes.
Let's go to today's over-under. The line is 175,000, which is...
How many chips is Phil Ivey ending day 2 with?
So he's got 116,000 now. We're playing 5 levels today.
Yes.
What's he going to end with? Go first.
Average at the end of day 2 last year was, we played a level longer, but it was around 85,000. He's starting the day well. I like his table draw. He does have a tough couple of players. Barry Greenstein, who knows him very well. Athanasios Polychronopoulos, who is a bracelet winner.
So glad you said that name.
I still like it though, because there are a fair amount of unknowns at the table that I think he'll do it. He's focused, he's motivated.
I'm going again. Yesterday he reacted so strongly to us snubbing him on the show.
Ah, the reverse jinx.
I'm going to challenge him and say there's no way Phil is going to end up with more than 100. Just can't happen.
He said that, Phil. I did not say that. I had faith.
Yes. But see, I'm doing reverse psychology. I'm actually working.
All right, now the guy who ended at the top of the chip counts was Michael Rocco. He ended with 156,000 from the 30,000 chip starting stack. His table was a tough one. He had McLean Carr, he had Vanessa Selbst, who was hours off of a 5,000 no limit hold'em prelim event
But
victory.
did not survive the day.
I think Michael Rocco was actually the one who got her. I think he got McLean too.
That'll make the table a lot easier.
My
and give
trusted
you a lot of
sources
tips.
at the table, one of the pros said it was the best 8 hours of poker he's ever seen anyone play.
That's impressive.
So even though some tough competition, he ended very strong. Curious to see how he'll do today. Jonathan Duhamel also did super well today.
Former WSOP champion, proving that he is a worthy former champion.
In the midst of a crazy heater in terms of scores, he got second to Selbst in that 5K and ended the day with 98,950 chips, something like that. He fell off a little bit at the end of the day after being up to like 115.
Right, he was our early chip leader, and he's trying to join the club of players.
Club WPT players of the day? Did it already. Check the video.
Yes, he joined that club, but also the club of players who have won WSOP main event titles and WPT titles. It's actually a pretty small group.
There are only 5 of them.
Doyle Brunson and Dan Harrington, who are not here. Scotty Wynn, who is not here.
Carlos Mortensen is the only one of them to have won the WSOP main event world championship and the WPT world championship.
Right, and we also had Joe Hashem, the 2005 main event winner, who won a WPT title in 2006, I believe.
All right, and he did well as well, ending the day with 86,000. Jonathan looking to be one of those. Another guy looking to be in that club is Phil Hellmuth, who
Yes.
came in a little late.
He actually showed up late, and nobody
No
really
one-
cared. Normally it's, Phil Hellmuth is showing up.
One person did care. One of our 2 Club WPT qualifiers, Casey Hidla, was at Phil Hellmuth's table, and I walked by and he kind of gave me a look like, oh my God, Phil Hellmuth's here.
So that's a little surreal. You get
I
in
think
on a
it was-
free roll and find
It
yourself
wasn't
sitting
intimidating,
next
it was just cool that
Phil
you
Hellmuth.
win your way in playing on club, and here you are at Phil Hellmuth's table. Casey survived the day, as did Steve, our other Club WPT qualifier, so hopefully they'll continue
to. Okay.
that run.
Make
into
the club
today.
of Club WPT qualifiers who final table WPT events.
Yes, that is a small and elite club as well, so.
Okay.
All right,
Are we
I think
done?
we've covered our bases, so let's do question of the day.
Okay, what is
Let's
it?
pick something less controversial this time. Favorite Phil,
Ivy?
not from the poker world. That way you can't get mad at us.
Ah, okay. Me first?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna go fictional. Philip J. Fry from Futurama. Best shows on TV, animation. It's like The Simpsons at its peak, but still going strong.
You don't even have the best fictional Phil correct. The best fictional Philip is Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty. He dances. Such a charming dancer.
Wow, I
What's not to love?
thought you were gonna go Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
No. You think I'm not going to be won over by a prince who dances?
Who rapes a sleeping woman?
Whoa, that's not the movie I saw.